Hello friends, welcome back to this YouTube channel. Today I'm going to discuss 10 money lessons that I have learned from the Bible. The first one is there is importance of honest work. And this lesson is coming from Proverbs 13 verses 11, which says dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. So do not despise your humble beginning. Do not despise that 500 that you are keeping away in your savings account or 1,000 that you keep away every month. Do not despise that, because when you gather a little by a little, then it's going to grow over time. There is power in compounding, and that's why you need to save your money in accounts that have high interest rates, like money market fund accounts. The second lesson is avoiding the love of money. And this is coming from 1 Timothy 6:10, which says, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil." Some people are eager for money, and others have wandered away from faith because of the greed for money. So money is good, but the love of money is what brings evil. And that is why we are still struggling as a country with greedy leaders, with bad political leaders, because people are greedy. They just want to take a lot, more than what can sustain them, at the expense of suffering of the citizens. So it is important to understand that the love of money is the root of all evil, but does not mean money is bad. You need to work hard, be smart with your money habits, save, invest in areas that you feel that are comfortable and that will give you positive yields at the end of the time. But do not go to the extent of committing evil so that you can gain money. The third lesson about money is generosity and sharing. And this lesson is coming from Acts chapter 20 verse 35, where it says, "In everything I did, I showed you that this kind of hard work we must help the weak, remembering the words of the Lord Jesus himself." Being generous and willing to share, it is a significant sign of wealth. So as you continue gathering and making money and investing and winning, do not forget to help those who are in need. Those could be in your society, in your family, or even your friends. The fourth lesson is wise investment. This comes from the book of Matthew chapter 25 14 to 30. That was the parable of the talents, which teaches the importance of using and multiplying. If you remember the parable of the talent, there were 3 or 4, I don't remember very well, but there were some who were given money, they just hid it. Others were given, they put it in a savings account, and then when the master came back, the one who had multiplied was given more, and the person who did not even multiply, everything was taken and given to this person who had multiplied their money. So you need to have wise investment. And how can you know that the investment that you want is wise? You need to do research about it. If it is a circle that you want to save, find out if that circle is regulated in the country. If it's an MMF fund that you want, look at their history, how they have been performing, how long have they run their business in this country, and then looking at those things, you'll be able to determine which part you should invest. Things that you can do that do not even show you are doing wise investment is this get rich quick gimmicks, where a program just comes, they excite you, they tell you they are going to give you 17% interest return per week or even per month. And where is that interest coming from? You see, those people, they just they use those baits, those quick get rich quick, because everyone is in the hurry of getting rich. But do not forget, the number one money lessons that I discussed today is you should gather little by little. Wealth generation and creation, it's a process and it's a journey that you take. From now, it could take you 10 years before you get a breakthrough, others even 20 years, others 30 years, Others 5 years, depending on the background, because if your parents are well off, then it means they have already jump started you. Yeah, so it takes time. So for you to know that you are doing wise investments, make sure you do not fall for these get rich quick gimmicks. The fifth money lesson that I have learned is avoid debt, because being in debt can lead to loss of freedom and control. And this comes from Proverbs chapter 22 verse 7. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. So when you borrow money, you become a slave to the lender. And this can also be seen even in our country today. We are in so much debt, and we have actually become slaves to the lender. Now the lenders are influencing the policies that need to be implemented in this country so that they can be able to recover their money. And that is a clear sign to show you that once you borrow money, you become a slave to that lender. And not only our country, even us individuals, there are people who took loans from companies that are rogue, and after some time, they even, after you have paid a lot of money to service that loan, when you miss one payment, they even come and take whatever you had, and then you go back, not even to zero, to negative that amount of money and that item that you had taken. Then it means you are not free. Therefore, you need to avoid debt, and the best way to avoid debt is to plan your finances within your means. Ensure that all your expenses fall under 60% of what you make, and with that you'll be able to live free and free from debt. If you have watched this video up to this far, it means that you love my content, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like this content. The sixth money lesson learned from the Bible is contentment. Contentment is great gain and is more valuable than material wealth. And this you can reference it in Philippians chapter 4, 11 verse 13. And the important, you see, contentment, what contentment simply means is to be content in where you are. For example, you see that 2-bedroom house you keep dreaming about that you saw. It has its master in suit, it has modern finishing, and maybe right now you are living in a bed sitter or even in a 1-bedroom. And then life goes by, and lucky enough you're able to afford that 2-bedroom. Then you move into that 2-bedroom. After you move into that 2-bedroom, you start seeing other better 2-bedrooms that, hey, this one has a lift in it. That's what I want. Now you lose focus of what you have achieved. And contentment means once you're in that 2-bedroom that you really wanted 2 years ago, you need to enjoy that time. Enjoy that achievement that you have made and be content. Be satisfied with that move. Do not start again saying, I want that 3-bedroom. Now you stop enjoying this 2-bedroom that you have and you start working towards getting that 3-bedroom. And that is not a good thing. You need to learn to be content with where you are. Enjoy the process. If today you can afford a small car, enjoy that small car until when you're financially able to afford a bigger car. Also with houses, enjoy that rental house that you have until when you'll have enough money now to build your own house. Otherwise, you'll be forced to fall into debts. You want to take a mortgage because you want that house now. You'll be forced to take loans that you cannot afford to pay to get that car that you want now, even though you cannot afford it. Yeah, so when you practice contentment, you'll be able to live within your means. The seventh money lesson from the Bible is saving for the future. Saving money and being prepared for the future means you are wise. And Proverbs 21 verse 20 says, the wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. What does this mean? It means if you are earning 30,000, you spend all of it, you save nothing. When that job ends, you go down. And then, if you are a wise person, it means that you live below your means. You are able to spare away 2,000 every month and save it, put it in an emergency fund. And then when an emergency happens, like maybe loss of job and or even medical emergencies, you are able to cushion yourself without taking a loan. That means you are wise. So from the Bible, it's saving for the future. So it's important to save for the future. And when you are taking loans and debts, remember that you are spending your future money. That's where the difference comes in. So when you save, you are saving for the future. When you take loans and debts, you are eating away your future. The eighth money lesson from the Bible is trusting in God's provision. And lesson is trusting in God to meet our needs leads to peace and security. And you can refer this from Matthew chapter 6 verses 31 to 33, where it says, do not worry about anything. So even it is important to not worry, to put your trust in God who meets all our needs, and with that you'll have a peaceful life, because worrying also brings a lot of mental instability or mental issues. When you are stressed, you are always worried of things. When it's important you work hard. Yes, you do your job, you get paid, and then spend that money wisely, so that in the event of anything, you are not worried about what will happen. You'll have that peace of mind, and then trust in God. The ninth money lesson from the Bible is avoiding greed and covetousness. That is from Luke chapter 12 verse 15. Then he said to them, watch out, be on your guard against all kinds of greed. Life does not consist in abundance of possessions. Yeah, so and the best way to avoid greed is to be content with what you have. If it is a small car, be content, do not be greedy. Because the people come and steal your things, it's because they are greedy. They want what they do not have, but they do not want to work for it, and that makes it evil. So be content, trust the process, gather a little by a little, and with time you'll be able to achieve whatever you want. Even that business you want to start, that car you want to buy, you'll be able to achieve it over time. The 10th and the last money lesson is paying what is due. The lesson is paying taxes and debts promptly in a moral obligation. And this comes from Romans chapter 13 verse 7. Give to everyone what you owe them. If you owe taxes, pay taxes. If revenue, then revenue. If respect, then respect. If honor, then honor. Yeah, so make sure that if you are in business, you are running any company, make sure that your taxes, whatever it is, pay your taxes well. If it is your loans, service them according to the agreed plan, and this one will make you not lose what you already have. And also for taxes, it can really cost you a lot of money, especially if your business's turnover is huge amounts of money. It can cost you a lot of money in the end. So it is important to keep your records clean and straight, so that you can live peacefully and you can have freedom. So with these 10 money lessons, you can learn about the ethical behavior and wise management of finances, which can help you and me to have a wholesome personal development around money. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one. Bye bye.